Hello, my dearest magnificent Leos, and welcome back to Cosmic Wisdom. Gather round and feel the warmth, because the message I have for you today is not just a whisper from the cosmos. It is a triumphant golden roar. Are you ready to hear something that will shake the very foundations of your world in the most glorious way imaginable? What if I told you that on September 29th, the universe is not just opening a door for you, but is preparing for your grand coronation? Imagine a path unfolding before you, one that requires you to leave behind a kingdom of shadows, a place where your brilliant light was dimmed by the envy and silence of others. This is a journey to reclaim your throne, to step into a reality overflowing with the authentic love, regal abundance, and the true home your royal heart has always known was your destiny. And here is the truly breathtaking part, the moment that will make your courageous heart beat with anticipation. The cosmos has decreed that your time of playing small is over. The curtain is rising. The spotlight is finding you, and you, dear Leo, must step onto your rightful stage. You must ascend, and you must ascend now. Now, before we delve into the heart of this incredible cosmic event, I want you to join me in creating a powerful wave of intention. Let's declare our readiness together in the comments below. I want you to affirm your power by typing, "I am ready to receive the blessings that the universe has to offer." Let's fill this space with the undeniable energy of Leo leadership. And if you haven't already, my dear friend, please press that subscribe button and become a part of our Cosmic Wisdom family. We are on this beautiful journey together, and I want to ensure you never miss these life-altering updates designed to help you shine your brightest. Stay with me, magnificent soul, because what is about to unfold will illuminate why every challenge you faced, every moment you felt your generosity was taken for granted, was merely the prelude to this, your most triumphant chapter. Let's speak to the heart of the matter, shall we? To the quiet ache that a proud Leo rarely shows the world. Your soul, ruled by the glorious sun itself, was born to radiate, to warm, to lead, and to love with a boundless, fiery generosity. Yet how many times have you found yourself in rooms where your light seemed too bright for the comfort of others? How often have you felt the subtle chill of jealousy, disguised as a polite smile, or the silent dismissal from those who could not comprehend the sheer scale of your heart? I believe the deepest wound for a radiant soul like yours isn't born from loud confrontations, but from the deafening silence of ingratitude. It's in the way your grand gestures were met with minimal acknowledgement, the way your passionate advice was ignored, the way you poured your golden energy into others only to feel energetically drained and unseen. That, my friends, is a unique kind of heartache, a betrayal of the light, a darkness that cloaks itself in the guise of friendship or family. And you, with your divine sensitivity and intuitive understanding of energy, you have felt it all. You've stood strong, you've kept shining, you've continued to give, believing that your unwavering warmth would eventually melt the coldness around you. But a false peace, my dear Leo, is nothing more than a cage for a lion. It's a space that shrinks your magnificent spirit, that muffles your powerful roar, into a quiet purr, and that convinces you that your highest duty is to keep others comfortable, even at the expense of your own brilliant truth. The more you played this role, the more others assumed it was your nature to be the inexhaustible source, the one who would always bear the weight without complaint. But let me tell you a cosmic secret. You were not born to be a battery for those who refuse to find their own light. You were born to be a sun, a beacon, a living testament to the power of courage, joy, and authentic self-expression. I know you have looked to the heavens and asked, "Universe, why have you placed me amongst those who do not celebrate my light? Why must I endure this feeling of being taken for granted?" And the universe now answers my love. It was not to break your spirit, but to teach you the true immeasurable value of your own radiance. It was not to keep you in the shadows, but to make you so deeply aware of your own light that you would never again allow anyone to dim it. It is only through this profound contrast that a sovereign soul truly learns where their kingdom lies. Tell me, dear Leo, how many nights have you felt a restless fire in your soul, a yearning for something more, a stage worthy of your talents? Believe me when I say that fire was your spirit calling you home. Those prayers have been heard, that yearning has been registered by the cosmos, and on this upcoming September 29th, the silence breaks and the universe answers with a standing ovation. One gilded cage will swing open not to punish you, but to finally gloriously set you free. And another gate will appear before you, grander, more luminous, leading you to the very kingdom your soul has been building in your dreams. Can you feel it? That electric hum in the air, that feeling that the curtain is about to rise. Do not mistake it for anxiety. That my magnificent friend is the trembling of your own power on the verge of being fully unleashed. And you will realize in that moment that the only thing holding you back was never an external enemy, but the internal fear of your own immeasurable greatness. But remember this, when the universe decrees your coronation, no one can bar the gates. When your destiny is written in the stars, all you must do is walk the path with the faith of the king or queen you have always been. You are worthy of celebration. You are worthy of a love that matches your own grandeur. You are worthy of a kingdom built on joy. And now is the time to believe it, not just with your mind, but with the full, courageous beat of your lion heart. When that gate opens on the 29th, you will weep, but they will be tears of triumphant release. You will tremble, but with the powerful unfurling of your own magnificent wings, and you will walk forward no longer as the one who had to shrink to fit in, but as a sovereign soul, guided by the cosmos, back to your sacred, rightful throne. Breathe deeply, radiant one, and trust that what is coming is the grand adventure your spirit has been craving all its life. Have you ever wondered why every sign, every synchronicity, every intuitive nudge has been pushing you towards a monumental change? Perhaps you felt a divine restlessness, asking the universe why it won't let you simply rest. But in those very moments, the cosmos is whispering, "My dear Leo, One does not rest before a coronation. One prepares. It is time. It is time to pack away the costumes you wore to make others feel secure. It is time to leave the stage that was too small for your spirit and to step into a grand theater where your light can reach every corner unapologetically. This date, September 29th, is not just another day. It holds a cosmic promise, an ascension written in your star chart long ago. It is not merely a change of address, but a change of reign. Some may call it moving, but we know the deeper truth. This is a sacred reclaiming of your sovereignty, a moment where you must leave behind the draining dynamics, the unspoken jealousies, and the heavy cloaks of false humility. And in the very instant you turn your back on that which no longer serves you, you will realize with breathtaking clarity that you are losing nothing. You are simply leaving an old, tired battlefield to ascend to your throne room. In my own journey, and in observing the lives of so many beautiful souls, I have seen how the universe orchestrates our greatest breakthroughs. It doesn't always gently hand us what we think we want. Sometimes it lovingly closes the doors to the places we cling to out of habit or a misplaced sense of loyalty. We cling to a job we call stable, while it stifles our creative fire. We cling to relationships we call loyal, while they subtly demand we dim our own shine. We cling to a home we call familiar, that has silently witnessed our frustration and held our unshed tears. The universe knows we might never leave these gilded cages by choice, so it arranges for the lock to dissolve, forcing us to step into the sunlight. And it is only when we walk trembling but determined out of the familiar that we discover it was never an ending, but a divine intervention, a glorious cosmic rescue. Have you heard that inner raw Leo, the one that says, "I have given enough in the shadows. I deserve to be seen. I deserve joy"? Perhaps you tried to quiet it, to be practical, to convince yourself you were content. But your soul has always known your royal truth. Your spirit has been knocking, waiting for you to claim your crown. And now the universe will wait no more. On the 29th, the great wheel of destiny turns in your favor, and you will be elevated. Not to lose anything, but to return to the power that has always been yours. Imagine standing at a crossroads. One path leads back to the old court, heavy with unspoken competition and the dense energy of those who resent your light. The other opens into a sun-drenched landscape where fresh winds of inspiration blow, where you can breathe deeply and roar your truth without apology, where you can rest, knowing your heart is celebrated, not just tolerated. Which path would you choose? The beautiful truth is, the choice has already been made by your higher self. The universe has cleared the way. And when that new path illuminates, you will feel your feet carried forward by an unseen force of destiny. I need you to understand, this magnificent Leo leaving is not failure. It is not an admission of defeat. It is your soul's ultimate declaration of self-worth. It is your spirit declaring, "I refuse to live in any kingdom where my light is not honored." This is not a loss. It is a liberation. You are not a refugee fleeing a battle. You are a sovereign returning to your rightful place of power. And as you walk forward, you carry not just your belongings, but a newfound wisdom. You have the divine right to choose your environment, the right to surround yourself with those who celebrate you, and the right to walk away from anything that does not feel like sunshine to your soul. I know there may be a flicker of fear, for who isn't afraid of leaving the known even when it's painful? But remember, the universe never pushes its favored children into an abyss. It only guides you to the place you were always meant to reign, where your soul can truly flourish. And what awaits you beyond the threshold of September 29th will prove that every perceived sacrifice was just an illusion. The only thing you will lose is the exhaustion of having to shine at half-mast. The only thing you leave behind is the court of jesters who did not recognize your royalty. And the only thing you carry forward is faith. Faith that beyond that threshold, you will find a true home for your heart, a love that requires no performance, and a prosperity that flows not from struggle, but from the very joy of you being unapologetically you. And as you prepare for this grand journey, did you imagine you would walk it alone? Perhaps you've grown so accustomed to being the strong one, the leader, the sun in your own solar system, that you've forgotten what it feels like to have a sunshine beside you. But the universe never allows a royal soul to rule in isolation. When a great gate of destiny opens, there is always another hand extended, a partner worthy of sharing your throne. On the unseen map of your destiny, I see a figure moving towards you. They do not come to compete with your light or to bask in your glory. They come like a magnificent celestial body with their own brilliance, their own warmth, their own power. They come not to make you smaller, but to build an even grander empire with you. Who came to your mind just now when I spoke of this, that is the soul who is ascending with you. I believe true sovereign love never arrives to possess. It arrives to partner. It doesn't ask you to dim your light so it can shine. It brings its own light and creates a supernova with you. It makes you feel seen, celebrated, and adored for the magnificent force of nature you are. And Leo, after all these years of being the giver, the entertainer, the source of warmth, you so deeply deserve a love like this. A love that doesn't take your energy, but multiplies it. Do you know that living in the shadows can make you forget how brightly you are meant to shine? But when this royal companion enters your life, they become a golden mirror reflecting your own majesty back to you. They see you not for your past stumbles, but for the divine radiant spirit that the universe placed within you. And suddenly, you'll remember with a jolt of pure joy that you never lost your light. It was merely waiting for a sky worthy of its brilliance. Perhaps this person is a new, breathtaking love. Perhaps it is a soul friend or a family member whose loyalty is as true as gold. Whatever form they take, they come with one purpose: to walk with you, to hold your hand, and to remind you that you no longer have to build your kingdom alone. I know there is a fear in your courageous heart, the fear of trusting the wrong person, of giving your grand heart away only to see it treated as a trinket. But I also know that your spirit, though perhaps singed, has never stopped believing in a great and epic love. And it is that very faith that has called this person to you. The universe never lets a soul who remains loyal to the ideal of love remain unpartnered forever. This companion is the answer to the prayers you roared in the silence of the night. Imagine that moment you stepped through the gateway of September 29th, your hand perhaps trembling with the sheer magnitude of it all. And then another hand takes yours, strong, steady, and warm, as if to say, "Our reign begins now." In that instant, you will understand. This journey is not just about a change of place, but a change in the way you are loved and celebrated. From this day forward, you will no longer have to love alone, create alone, or rule alone. You will learn the profound joy of co-creation, of a shared throne, of a partnership of sovereigns. You have lived long enough in a world where love felt conditional, where you had to perform to earn your place. This time will be different. This companion doesn't come to drain you, but to energize you. Not to test you, but to champion you. Not to control you, but to create with you. In their presence, your silences will feel like peaceful, regal communion. Your conversations will be grand strategy sessions for a beautiful life. In their eyes, you will see no jealousy, only adoration and profound respect. And here is the most magical part. When you find this companionship, the universe flings open another door. The grand golden door of prosperity. Because true aligned love doesn't just soothe the soul, it unleashes your power to attract all other forms of abundance. When you are no longer wasting your precious creative energy on unfulfilling dynamics, your magnetism becomes unstoppable, drawing in stability, success, and wealth. Love and prosperity are no longer two separate quests. They become the twin pillars of your new temple. Close your eyes for a moment, magnificent Leo, and imagine this. Before you stand two grand golden doors. One is carved with the word love, an epic, true, and celebratory love where you are seen and adored. The other is carved with abundance material, prosperity, financial freedom, where all burdens dissolve and you are free to be your most generous, creative, and joyful self. For so long, the world has told us we must choose one, that we can have love, but must struggle, or have wealth, but must be lonely. But today, the universe is roaring a new truth directly into your soul's oath. Both are yours. You do not have to choose. I believe true happiness is never about sacrifice, especially not for a soul as grand as yours. Joy does not demand you trade half your heart for security, nor does it ask you to give up a life of splendor for an embrace. The universe is not sending you a partial blessing. It is sending you the entire kingdom. And after your long journey of patience, after all you have given, your reward is not just a love that heals your heart, but a prosperity that builds your empire. Let me say it again, so it sinks into every cell of your being. You deserve both. Do you believe you can hold the hand of the one you love and together build a legacy? Imagine that moment, two powerful hands intertwined, signing a contract for a new home, launching a creative enterprise, celebrating a financial windfall. It's more than just a material transaction. It is a cosmic affirmation that from this moment on, you no longer build alone. Love and stability are now walking hand in your life. For all these years, you've poured your heart out to the cosmos, asking for a life that felt as big and as bright on the outside as you feel on the inside. Can you see now that those prayers were never lost? They were gathering energy, reaching the highest realms, and today, the answer arrives as a dual blessing. Love comes to delight your heart, and prosperity comes to secure your throne. This is no accident. This is the harvest from the seeds of your own generosity, your courage, your unwavering faith in the face of doubt. The universe has not forgotten. Every time you chose to shine when others wished you wouldn't, you are making a deposit into your cosmic bank account. Today you are stepping into your divine inheritance. Look directly at this truth. You are not only loved, you are entrusted with the power to create a stable and magnificent life. This is the union your soul once dreamed of, but perhaps never dared to believe was truly possible. I want you to feel the joy bubbling up within you, knowing you no longer have to choose. You can laugh in your partner's arms and know that tomorrow you awaken in a kingdom of your own making, secure and free. All of this comes not to make you complacent, but to give you double strength, the strength of a fulfilled heart and the strength of a solid foundation. Do not be surprised if in the coming days you see tangible signs, a career opportunity that feels more like a calling, a new contract, an unexpected stream of income, and alongside it, a deepening of a key relationship, one that feels clearer, stronger, and more real than ever. This is not a coincidence. This is the universe masterfully arranging for both blessings to arrive in perfect sync. True love and true prosperity never come to test you. They come to elevate you. They come to grant you peace. As you step through the gateway of the 29th, you are entering a new reality where love and abundance are no longer separate pursuits, but the twin energies that will carry you farther than you ever dreamed possible. There are chapters in our lives, dear Leo, that once they close, we are irrevocably transformed. We are not just changed, we are reborn. And I see you standing at that very threshold, the line where one cycle of lessons ends and a new journey of mastery begins. What you have endured was never meaningless. It was the training ground for a sovereign. It was the harsh, fiery classroom your soul had to pass through, so that today you rise with clearer eyes, a prouder heart, and a deeper faith in the cosmic plan. Look back for just a moment. How many times did you allow your boundaries to be crossed just to keep the peace? How many times did you silence your own truth because you thought, I can handle it as long as everyone else is happy? But that wasn't peace, my love. That was a prison. And when you stayed too long in that prison, your soul's roar began to soften. But the universe never allows a sun to be extinguished. The great wheel of fate turns, and now the old doors are closing to remind you that your assignment there is complete. I believe that not a single scar on your heart is meaningless. Each one is a medal of honor, a testament that you have lived, you have loved with immense courage, and you have learned how to rise again. It is because of those wounds that you now know the difference between true appreciation and false flattery. It is because of those experiences that you have learned how to build your own throne instead of waiting for someone to offer you a seat. Those who once hurt you were in truth your most powerful teachers, forcing you to learn the lessons of self-worth that you might otherwise have ignored. Ask yourself, magnificent Leo, have you forgiven yourself yet? Forgiven yourself for staying too long, for shining a little less brightly, to make others comfortable, for giving your golden heart away to those who only knew how to take. If not, this is the moment, because forgiving yourself is the final key that unlocks your kingdom. When you embrace your past choices, with compassion you will feel lighter, as if a great weight has been lifted from your royal shoulders. That is what the universe wants you to realize. You were never weak. The years of endurance only deepened your strength, only fortified your resolve. Your soul has been forged in fire, and now it gleams like pure, unbreakable gold. You are no longer the one who needs applause to know your worth. You have become a sovereign soul, mature enough to applaud yourself first, and then let that joy radiate outward. The greatest lesson here, Leo, is this: no one has the right to determine your value but you. No one can steal your peace unless you hand them the key to your kingdom. And from this day forward, you hold that key in your own hand. You will no longer let the envy of others make you doubt your brilliance. You will walk with your back straight, your head held high, knowing exactly who you are and what you deserve. Take a deep breath and feel it. The old cycle has closed. Walk toward the light that is unfolding before you. And that light is not just love or abundance. That light is freedom. The freedom to be unapologetically, magnificently, and triumphantly you. This is your spiritual victory, the greatest victory of all. For you can lose money and make it again. But when you win the victory within your own soul, no one can ever take it from you. You have moved from being the performer to being the monarch. And from here, everything else, love, abundance, joy, are simply the loyal subjects that flock to your beautiful reign. My dear Leo, it is time for us to close this journey with a blessing from the heart. September 29th is not just a date, it is the day of your soul's grand ascension. The day you leave behind the shadows of doubt and ingratitude to step into a sunlit land of peace, where love, prosperity, and a true spiritual home await you. You will be truly loved, and at the same time, you will stand firmly upon the ground of your own abundant empire. You will have a home, not just of walls, but of safety, celebration, and the warmth your soul has always longed to create. And you will realize that everything that once challenged you was only preparation for this day, the day you finally live as you were always meant to. May every door that opens for you lead to greater joy, deeper love, and limitless prosperity. May the universe continue to guard your steps, and may you never again feel you have to walk your path alone. Thank you for being here, for opening your courageous heart, and for listening. It is your radiant presence that gives these words their power. And now, I invite you to seal this intention. Affirm your journey with a like, share this as a blessing for other royal souls who may need to hear it, and subscribe as a sacred promise that you will continue to walk this path of empowerment with us. You have journeyed through the twilight. Now, step fully into your dawn and let love, abundance, and peace reign in your magnificent life forever.